Yeah, we're live.
Hey.
Hello. Hello, universe. And if you're listening on Star Epsilon 5, hello from 15 years ago.
Before we get started with my take, new sponsor for the show.
Who we got this week?
Yeah, it's Trump Cola.
Ooh.
Coincide with the presidential election. Trump Cola. It's not from China. The other taglines I've been told to say are Trump Cola cures COVID-19 and the Wu flu. And Trump Cola, shake the can, awake the orange man. Which is terrible. But I've got a new sponsor for the show. Vodka, which I thought was perfect for a Sunday morning.
Good, easy like a Sunday morning.
Easy like a Sunday morning with vodka. Smell the potato goodness on that one.
Stroke, this is our new sponsor of the show from the people that brought you Trump Cola. Stroke, now with 50% less mobility.
Well, last week it was
Cliff
Richard's birthday. We like Cliff Richard on the show.
We love him. There he is. Looking. Oh dear.
You have to guess which is the most recent picture.
Now, the one on the left is Sporty Spice, and the one on the right is Sporty Spice now. Oh, no, Posh Spice. Sorry, it's Posh Spice, they always say. The one on the right, I'm sorry, the one on the right is 10 years from now when he's dead. Is that? Did I get that right?
Possibly. You can smell the formaldehyde.
Simon Sejuan there, of course, who's singing about the present day state of his current Barnet. And there's Simon, strangely. It looks, if you just let if you
No, I've got a better picture. There we go.
Oh, a better picture. Hang on, stand by. Yes, it needs to. So it's Paul McCartney and my grandmother. Who's the other lady?
Angela Lansbury.
Oh my God, he does look like Angela Lansbury. What have you got on your T-shirt today? Have you got Harold Shipman?
Roger Taylor.
Oh.
It's Roger Taylor, not Harold Shipman.
Well, look, just stand up and show our wonderful viewer. It looks, if that was to a stethoscope, it would look like Harold Shipman. It's time now on the show. Let's get on with it. Of course, you'll notice I've had a skin fade today.
So have I.
Simon's had a skin fade. Shall we do some news?
Yes, let's go for the news.
In the UK, we've got no experience of this, either as cyclists or as motorists. I'm going to show you a picture. This is it. I mean, it looks like the schematics for some sort of complicated World War I bomb. Look, if you can imagine, so the pink, and none of these colours, if you're listening around the world, none of these colours bear any resemblance to any law in the highway code in Britain that exists. It may do in Holland.
This is really good. I love this.
This is
the world's fastest limousine, which can go from 0 to 60 in just 6 seconds, has been put up for sale. We're out for £217,000, which is 400,000 Australia dollars in Australia. The Ferrari 360 Modena stretch limo, which was built in 2003 but was converted into its current form in 2012, has received 2 Guinness World Records for being both the quickest car of its kind
the ugliest,
the longest Ferrari in the world. Yeah.
This at the moment is what we all want to be seen in. Now, I pose this question in the light of the new evidence saying that Teslas have reliability issues. Tesla's Model S, I don't know which one this is, I think that might be the S, and the Model Y, hang on, right way up, that'll. So that's the S. Yeah. And that's the Model Y, which is, the crossover, there's the Y. SUV are no longer recommended by Consumer Reports due to a number of reliability concerns. This is sounding like Austin Rover in 1987.
Moving on, finally, the old girl reaches 15 news. Back in June 2020, the world's first luxury 4x4, arguably, the Range Rover celebrated its 50 years on the road. It marked the golden anniversary, and it was launched in 1970, loved by the Queen and the royal family, driven by customers as diverse as Vinnie Jones, David Beckham, of course the Queen herself, and entrepreneur Richard Branson, comedian James Corden, and boxers Anthony Joshua and Mike Tyson. Everybody's had a Ranger, apart from me.
Here she is. Yes, the Toyota has given a venerable Hilux a brand new makeover, overhauling the design, revising the chassis, adding a new, more powerful engine, although they won't be adding a mount for a 50 cal machine gun for the African market.
Meanwhile, let's move on. In Mercedes takes on Rolls-Royce again news. It's promising a new level of luxury, but you'll have to wait until next summer to see what the new Maybach S-Class limo Mercedes answer to Rolls-Royce is. The German manufacturer has yet to confirm prices of its upmarket limo, but well-heeled customers will be expected to pay in excess of £150,000.
Really?
That's not including the chauffeur's salary for the privilege of being driven in one. It's due to arrive in the UK showrooms next summer and is aimed at drawing customers away from the recently unveiled Rolls-Royce Ghost and Bentley's Flying Spur. Britain won't be the target audience, though. Mercedes Maybach products are very much aimed at the affluent markets in the Middle East and specifically China, Korea and Russia. It's not a car that's been designed for British roads because of too many potholes. And at 5.5 metres long, it's 18 centimetres longer than the conventional Mercedes-Benz S-Class.
No, you've got to use this shot. You've got to use this shot. And he's like, they don't want to use this shot.
There we go.
Here's the idea. Don't drive like a twat. Don't park like a twat. Avoid potholes. Don't slam your car like my mother does into the curb.
96 was the O.J. Simpson chart, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm saying. So I was thinking we would call it. We could. There's the old one there. The blue one is the old one. The new one is the orange.
In orange,
one.
O.J.
We could release a special O.J. Simpson edition of the Bronco called Da Juice. White, 2-door, blood-resistant leather, comes with matching gloves. 2 sizes too small.
All right, enough. Hang on, enough. I like it when they change tune.
Now, you see, I love that picture, but look. So here, see, Motoring Hell from Simon, and drop your picture. Motoring Heaven from Richard. Because that looks quite nice. That looks quite nice. And then here are the dickheads that rent it. Hooray!
I can't imagine what would possess you to do this to a car.
You don't want a UV bulb, a blue one on the interior of this car. You're going to need... It's going to be full of chlamydia.
I've seen the programs with is it Gordon Ramsay that goes into hotels with the dark light and he shines the light on the beds.
Oh, yes. Wow, I need one of those.
Covered in rust. I've got to stop that. It's hurting my throat.
I've got a secondary picture of the car, which is this one.
Yes.
And I saw that and I went, this reminds me of something. And then I had a little search on the internet. So if you can't find, you could always go and get a Rover 75 from the early 2000s.
In 6 years, the average electric car will have lost more than 50% battery capacity. It's quite like an iPhone. Let's take a look at the top 5 cars that are the best performers for battery life. Over to our resident picker of the pop.
You're not off, Simon. It's time for another classic Car-Boyz countdown. In at 5 with only 0.9% battery loss in capacity. It's Munich's finest. It's the BMW i3. Meanwhile, it's better news for the French. Japanese monster that is Nissan. Its Leaf only lets go of 0.8%. It's a smell of musk at 3 with Tesla's Model X. Only 0.7% of those electric horses have bolted from the stables. Another hit for Elon at 2 with the Model 3, the cheaper end of the range. It loses only 0.6% of battery capacity. But our big winner at number 1, the electric car that managed to beat the rest for the number 1 spot in the electric battery lifespan, is the Audi A3 e-tron. The Germans have it again with a loss of a mere 0.3% capacity. Let's hope their figures weren't submitted by parent company Volkswagen, who, as we all know, aren't good at keeping accurate records. There we go. And finally, in Volvo invents a thing that nobody wanted news, Swedish car maker Volvo has patented a system that could allow customers to choose if they want the steering wheel in the middle, on the left, on the right, or in the
right
middle
side.
of the vehicle. Yes. Sketches show a design that allows the wheel to be moved to 3 locations on the dashboard, and also a moving gear selector, shifting the front seats and the pressure-sensitive pads to replace the conventional pedals. It's time for the classic car selection. Oh, that's enough of that. I've just recorded the band now. I've murdered them all. I've had enough of the jazz band in the basement. They're costing me a fortune.
You have to furlough them.
Yeah, they've been furloughed. Permanently. I want that. I want to see that in a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I have furloughed him permanently. Has he been furloughed? Permanently furloughed. It's part of the show where we focus on a particular vehicle and we shine a light on a car that may have been overlooked.
Wait for it. If you get it a little bit closer, there you go. Let it adjust. There you go. And there we go. I'll put up a picture as well.
But the problem then happens with that is when I go like this, I disappear. Yeah. It adjusted really well.
This week we're turning our attention to an American car, and we're not looking at the AMC Pacer or the Gremlin. That would be a turd in turds clothing.
We decided to rent a classic East German car that's become the mainstay of car transport on the other side of the Iron Curtain. Yes, the car we decided to rent was a 1986 Trabant, resplendent in rainbow colours. The
Paul Smith edition.
The Paul Smith edition, the funniest, most polluting car I have ever driven.
The Fairmont is based on a rear-wheel drive Ford Fox platform using steel unibody construction. Sorry, I'm just getting the image of Jenny Agutter in a fur coat in Logan's Run out of my mind. Right, back to, yes, the Fairmont is based on a rear-wheel Ford Fox platform, uses a Unibond steel car. I thought you were going to show a photo of Jenny Agutter then. I was going to get all excited.
This week, the classic car we are looking at, I was out and about and I saw one of these for sale. And I thought, I'll do that as the classic car this week. We've talked about the Subaru Mark I Impreza before, but this week we're talking about the Mark II. And it follows on from the successful Mark I. Mark II was launched by Subaru. It looks like this. There's this version here.
And this version here. You think about most coupes, you buy it because you want. I've had a BMW.
It's like the time when Alfa and Nissan joined together. You thought, great, we're going to have Italian styling and Japanese engineering, but instead we got Japanese styling and Italian engineering. So they've got to get this right.
I'm reminded of that great quote about what heaven and hell is. Heaven is the Italians make the food, the French make the love, the Germans make the cars, and the Swiss run the hotels. Hell, Italians run the hotels, the French make the cars, the Swiss make the food, and the Germans make the love. You've got to be very careful what you wish for.
Sorry, Jenny. I think Jenny Agutter's about 72 now, so I wouldn't. I love the movie Tron. I love Michael York, and I, in particular, love Jenny Agutter.
It's back by popular demand, the polished turd of the week. It's, hello, we've gone to Hawaii. Turd of the week this week was spotted by my eagle-eyed daughter, age 7, at the crossroads near to her school. To quote her directly, "Daddy, what is this weird truck?" Yes, it's a heavily modified Mercedes G-Wagen, a car that was designed for the German military. And if anything gets worse, the more you add to this car, the worse it gets, including the number plate, which says Big Old. Is the owner a Fulham football player? Yes. Or is he a rapper or a drug dealer? Answers on a postcard, please. But this is the turd of the week.
Yes.
But he has a friend, a flash friend called Abdul, who drives what he thinks is a great car. But Isra believes it to be in the running for turd of the week. This is a 2004 Proton Iswara with a monster of a 1.3-litre Mitsubishi engine. It's basically a 1990s Lancer.
But what is that? I mean, this is a top one, isn't it? This is a top. What's a Tesla 3? £50,000?
I think it's a bit more than that. I think.
That's
what 3 Series size? Yeah.
Yeah. So who's going to? I mean, I can't afford that. Can you?
No. Me neither.
I'm just like...
We don't get any money for this.
And what? Yeah, it's free, exactly. No, unless the sponsorship with Bloke takes off. Bloke, shake the can, awake the man. That sounds dreadful. That sounds very gay.
It could be a quite coastal road that leads down to the sea. Alternatively, it could be a straight 2-lane blacktop that leads to infinity and invites you to gun the pedal to the metal. Whatever your poison is, let us know. Sorry, let us know what's happened. You've got COVID cola on your...
Hang on, let me try it. No, it's not. It's not COVID cola, Simon. It's the new taste of stroke.
Oh, it's stroke, yes.
You can rough it in the back of here. I mean, you could maybe even get a lady friend in the back of there if you're really lucky with your...
Definitely.
Yeah, if you look like...
Come look at your shelving.
Yes, you can look at your shelving. You can show off your barbecue. Maybe you have the looks of Keanu Reeves. And... who was the other one? Swayze. Maybe you look like Patrick Swayze. Yeah, so you can rough it in there.
She's got the wind.
She's got the wind. Most barbecue most nights. Oh, were you talking about the Windy City again?
No. Patrick Swayze had a hit, didn't he?
Yes, he did with She's Got the Wind. I forgot about that. Yeah. You could just sorry about that. Yeah, she has got the wind. Hopefully not like that. That'll put you off, wouldn't it? There you go. There's all the details. Email Car-Boyz. Email the mailbag at car-boys@outlook.com. Facebook Car-Boyz at Car-Boyz with 4 Zs. And Twitter Car-Boyz at car_boys with a Z. Instagram at car_boys with 3 Zs. I believe it's competition time.
Yay!
Jazz band are here. Oh, they were. Come on, lads.
Come on, clear up all your...
Oh, hang on. Here we go.
Yes, welcome one, welcome all. Time now for this week's quiz.
And this week you are playing for the picture of a Fiat Multipla. Look at that.
I can't unsee that. It looks like the back of John Merrick's head. This year, our grand Christmas prize is a picture of Santa's very own car. You're playing for this week for a picture of a FSO Polonaise in bright yellow. Look at that with body kit. This week, you're playing for a picture of a Ford Scorpio. My dad used to have one of those. You're playing for a picture of Camden Town's finest vehicle. It is, of course, the all-electric G-Wiz. This week, our grand prize up for grabs is a pre-World War II Jaguar hood ornament when the company was still known as SS. Yes.
Up for grabs this week, a grand prize is this limited edition hood ornament, perfect for anyone who drives a Kia Rio or a Kia Picanto or a Kia Sportage.
This week you're playing for a picture. Where is it from? Where has it gone? It is the picture you're playing for is a yellow Austin Metro. Up for prize this week, a pair of VIP tickets to the show's very own feature film. Excellent. What is the name of the form that is issued if your car fails? Would you like some options on this?
Yes, please.
Is it A, VT30 or B, UB40?
Apparently there's a rat in the kitchen. What am I going to do? VT30. VT30.
Yes, VT30. Absolutely right. Of course, this is UB40.
That's VT30. They're my favourite band from Birmingham.
Super, smashing, great. And don't forget, if you've got a cough, why don't you try the COVID-19 vaccine? Out now. Surgeon General's warning may cause COVID-19.
That looks like the main character from Short Circuit with those. If you have a look at that. Johnny Five is alive.
What car do these lights belong to?
Oh, your bloody Mini. Your new bloody Mini. Look at it. The English flag made in Germany.
Which cartoon character was in a commercial for the Plymouth Roadrunner? Which American cartoon character, because it's American steel, was in, I have had my teeth whitened, was in a commercial for the Plymouth Roadrunner? Was it A, Pink Panther, B, Top Cat, C, Deputy Dog, or D, Wile E. Coyote?
Again, I'm going to say, just because it's called the Roadrunner, I'm going to say Wile E. Coyote.
You're correct. Meep, meep. It was, of course, the Wile E. Coyote. It's the Honda Civic Type R. Type R, yeah.
There
Yeah.
you go. 2003, 105,000 miles on the clock, 2-litre VTEC engine in grey. How much are they asking for this? Is it A, £4,995 or B, £7,995?
If they're asking £7,000, this thing must be made of gold. No, it's the lower price.
Bing! Right thinking, yes.
Yeah.
£4,995.
Don't worry, you bendy buddies say.
Well, what's the first name of Mr. Porsche, the founder of the Porsche car company? No clues there. The first name of Mr. Porsche, founder of the Porsche car company.
Mr. Porsche, I'm going to go with, his name is Ferdinand.
Ferdinand, the brawler, and also, yes, correct, the Porsche, born in 1875.
What is this advertising? It's they're boxy but they're good.
It's got to be Volvo. It's got to be Volvo.
Let's have a look. It is.
Hey, they're boxy,
Volvos,
but they're
they're
good.
boxy but they're good. I particularly like this. If you haven't seen the film with Dudley Moore, Crazy People, it says "Be safe instead of sexy." Boxy but good.
Do you know, I almost think these days Volvo really should be just using that.
Which German manufacturer is this badge based upon? It's a company called BYD, or as the Chinese say, BYD. And they may have borrowed just a little bit of inspiration from a German manufacturer. Just want to know what you think that could be.